In this Photoshop tutorial, you're going to learn how to seamlessly blend multiple photos together using two new easy methods. In this first example, I'm going to make a blank document. I'm going to make it 1920 by 1080, and I'm going to start importing my images. This first image is a Adobe stock image. I'm going to have it cover my entire canvas here. My second image, I'm going to drag this over, and I'm not going to use the whole image. I'm not even going to crop it or anything. I'm just going to position it in a general area that I'm looking for. And I'll click the check mark. I want it about there. I think I want to move it down a little bit to make sure that I have sky up here. Click my check mark. Now I'm going to grab my marquee tool, and I'm going to make a selection because we're going to use generative fill to blend these images together right here. I'm going to click here in the generative fill prompt. I'm not going to put anything in it, and I'm going to click generate. Now I have three images that generative fill made, and I do like the first one, but what I want to do is up here at the top, I'm going to do this again just because I want something else different where these trees and the sky meet. Don't be afraid to keep on generating different parts within an image that you're trying to blend. It's just all part of the process. Okay, we have this image here. We have this image and this one. I kind of like that one because it has some scenery over here popping up on top of the trees. So we'll go with that one. And I usually get rid of the variations that I don't want. Now I have a third image I want to import from my library. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I want to see if I can blend just this part over here, and we'll see how this comes out. Click the check mark to commit. So now I'm going to use my marquee tool again and make sure up here on the marquee properties, add to selection is selected. And I'm going to select the top. This is going to add to the selection right here on the side. And I'm going to add to the selection down here. Go to my generative fill prompt. I'm not going to type anything in. I'm just going to hit generate. And here are my three choices. I think I kind of like the first one. Get rid of the other ones. And there it is, the first example where we use generative fill AI to blend multiple images together. Just like in the first example, I'm going to create a blank document. I'm going to import another photo from my library. And I'm just going to size this here. I'm going to add a second image from my library. I'm going to size this down, not as big. So now that I had the image that I just imported sized and placed where I want it, I'm going to add a layer mask. Then while I'm on my layer mask, I'm going to select the gradient tool. I want the gradient, the new gradient selected, not the classic gradient. And I want foreground to background checked. I want a radio gradient mode normal, opacity 100%. I also want to hit the D key since I'm going to be working with the foreground and background color. So I want the foreground color white, background color black, and then I'm going to draw, it's going to be a radio gradient from the middle of this guy here. And you can see he's blending in to this background here. I can move it around to see how much I want to include. But now it looks like he's standing with his back to the deer, blending in. And you can keep on adjusting this. And you have all these controls to adjust your blending. If you have any areas that you don't like the blending, lines like this up here at the top, you can still take your brush tool and fine tune some of this blending. Just click on your layer mask, use your brush tool, switch to black as your foreground color, and just do something like that. See, I just got rid of that line. And you can even touch up certain areas that you don't like and blend them in a little bit better. I hope you found this video helpful and learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials on Photoshop. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Remember, it's never too late to learn. Thanks for watching.